en la clase vamos a aprender sobre la hora. La hora. Repite todos, la hora.
La hora.
La hora.
La hora.
What is the first vowel that you hear? What is the first sound you hear when you pronounce la hora? La hora. Repite. A-E.
A-E.
I-O-U.
I-O-U.
A-E.
A-E.
I-O-U.
I-O-U.
O.
O-A.
A. La
La
hora.
hora.
Nunca, nunca, nunca se pronuncia la H, ¿verdad? Nunca se pronuncia la H. We never pronounce hora. If you do that, you're going to be in trouble, chiquititos. I'm going to know what's going on. So, we have two different questions with la hora that we need to be aware of. And they can be a little bit different. So, we have repite. Que.
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 Hora.
Hora.
Es.
Es.
¿Qué hora es? Repite. ¿Qué hora es?
Que hora es.
Just like in English, when we speak English, we do not enunciate every single word. ¿Verdad? Sí. So, same thing. We have repite. ¿Qué hora es?
Que hora es.
¿Qué hora es?
Que hora
It
es.
kind of slurs together a little bit. We have repite. ¿Qué hora es?
Que hora es.
¿Quién is who? ¿Qué is
What?
what? What? Hora. Hour or time. S. What does S mean right here, Mr. Ramon? Is what? It. Okay. And we have repite. A que hora es la fiesta. Okay. So we have primero. First we have repite. ¿Qué hora es?
Que hora es.
I would answer that and I'd say, oh, son las 2:15. Son las 2:15. What did I tell you? It is 2:15, right? There are 2 hours and 15 minutes that have passed, okay? Now, if I ask you guys, ¿a qué hora es la fiesta? ¿A qué hora es la fiesta? And you look at me and you say, oh, son las 2:16. Did you answer my question?
No.
Okay, so what is the difference between ¿qué hora es and ¿a qué hora es? And then whatever. Okay, what time is it right now? Ahora. Ahora is right now. That might be a good thing. You could say ahora. At what time is it right now versus at what hour or at what time is la fiesta, the party. Okay? These two questions are very important to distinguish between because one is asking for the time right now and one is asking for a future event. Right? You say to me, hey, ¿a qué hora es? Repite, el partido.
El partido.
El partido
El partido.
de fútbol.
De fútbol.
¿A qué hora es el partido de fútbol? At what hour is the partido de fútbol americano? What am I asking about? What time is the football game, right? El partido de fútbol is the game of football. It's okay, good guess. The game of football. If you look at me and say, oh, right now it is 2:17. Did you answer my question? No. I'm gonna want to know at what time is the football game? Oh, the football game is at blah, 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 blah. Yeah? Okay, so we have two different questions. Let's talk about some rules of time. Rule number 1, las reglas. Reglas are rules. Las reglas are the rules. We're going to talk about las reglas de la hora. Okay, siempre, we're going to use the verb ser. ¿Qué significa ser? Woo! To be. It means to be. To be or to not be. To be or not to be. Okay? Ser. Am I ever going to say, I am 1 o'clock?
No.
We are 1 o'clock? No. So are we ever going to use the first person of ser? No. So no soy and no somos. Am I ever going to say, you are 3 o'clock?
No.
You guys are 7?
No.
So are we ever going to use second person?
No.
Okay, so now You have a 50-50 guess, kids. When it comes to time, there are 2 verbs you're going to use. That's it. 2 forms of the verb. What are my 2 forms I'm possibly ever going to use?
S and so.
Okay, so we have 2 options. I can either say S or I can say son. Those are my only 2 options. Okay, you have a 50-50 guess. Woo! Pretty good odds, okay? S or son. And we're always going to use the verb ser. So now we have another use of the verb ser to add to our list of uses of the verb ser. Yeah? Like nationality, identidad, origen. Yeah? Now you have la hora as another use. For time, rule number 2. This one you guys got in your entry task. Time is siempre, siempre, siempre femenina. Okay? Time is always, always feminine.
Why? Just how much.
Great question. Actually, there is a why. How do you say time in Spanish? La hora.
Oh, over A.
Oh. Okay, la hora. Time is feminine. The word time is feminine. So all of time is going to be feminine. Except, Miss Jordan, we have one little exception. What is that one exception? Time is always, always, always feminine, except for what's the one time you saw that wasn't? Dime.
Midday.
Midday. Repite. S.
S.
L.
L.
Medio.
Medio.
Dia.
Dia.
Oops, and your accent should be clearly over the I, not the sort of over the I, so sort of over the A. Repite. SL.
SL.
Medio.
Medio.
Dia.
Dia.
Okay? Time is always, always feminine, except for noon. And why is noon masculine? Because the word dia is masculine. L-D, dia. It is the noon. It is the half day. Okay, question. Why would we use el mediodía instead of un mediodía?
It is A.
Time is always going to be specific. It's used with definite articles. You're not going to say it is a 2:21. Okay, you're going to use a definite article. We're actually recording right now. Can I come back? Is that cool? Okay. Es el mediodía. Time is always going to be specific because we're talking about a specific time of the day. So we're going to use definite articles, right? El, la, los, or las. But see rule number 2, time is always, always feminine. So how is time always going to start? Either es, la, or son, las. Okay? Time is always going to start es la or son las. The only exception is es el mediodía. Are we cool with that, Kayla? We like it? Okay. Another rule that you guys gave me is that time, number 3, time is siempre, siempre, siempre. What does siempre mean? Always. It is always, always, always plural. Time is always plural. Except 3 little times. Okay? Time is always plural, except for, what's one of your singular times? Dime.
1 o'clock.
It is 1 o'clock. Why? Es la una. Okay? How many hours have passed at 1 o'clock?
1.
1. Is 1 singular or plural?
Singular.
Singular. Bam, right there. Okay? When you tell me it's 2 o'clock, how many hours have passed?
2.
Is that singular or plural?
Plural.
So can you ever start it with es la?
No.
No, because 2 is plural. Ah, do we see that? Okay? And actually, any time between 1 o'clock and 1:30, you're going to start it with es la. Okay? You'll see why later. Okay? Es la. Es la una. What is another singular time? You've seen both of them already in the entry test. There's 2 other singular times. Miss Carly, dime. Midday and midnight. Why? Do we ever say it is midnight 10?
No.
Midnight 15?
No.
It is noon 05. Do you ever say that? It's noon 05.
I have.
That is weird. Eres muy extraña. Okay? In general, we don't say that. We say noon for straight up noon. And after that, you say it's 12:01, 12:02, 12:05, 12:10, 12:20. Right? Okay? So, it is noon. How do you say it is? S. L or la? L. Why? Dia is masculine. So, SL medio dia. With an acento sobre la E. SL medio dia. And what is our third time going to be that's singular? It is S. La. Now, like this?
No.
Es la medianoche?
That is incorrect.
Why?
Because it should be
Kayla, if noche is feminine, what do I need to do to medio?
maybe that.
Is your name Kayla? Muy bien. We need media noche. See? Todo bien? Okay, you're with me? Life is good? Okay. Time is always, we're going to use the verb ser, either es la or son las. It's always, always feminine, except for es el mediodía. It's always, always plural, except for es la una and es el mediodía. Ooh, I got another one for you. Are you ready? This is going to blow your mind. Nunca, 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 nunca. Are you going to say the numbers 15 or 30? You're never going to say the numbers 15 or 30, okay? Instead of saying it is 9:15, you're going to say it's 9:15. And instead of saying it's 9:30, you're going to say it is 9:30. Now, you already know how to say half. How do you say half? Okay, sometimes medio and sometimes media. Which one are we going to use? Why? See rule number 2. Time is always feminine, right? Because when you tell me media, I could say it's 9:30, or I could say it's been half of an hora. And the word hora is feminine, okay? Cool? Now, how do you say a quarter? It's a quarter past or a quarter till. Anybody know? Okay, repite. Ku. Arr. Okay, you're like, why is she talking like a pirate? Okay. Now, for the intents and purposes of this class, pirates like to show up at a quarter after. Cuarto. Now, you're like, why is she being such a weirdo about this? Because you're going to mix it up with what number? Cuatro. So we have repite, cuarto. Oh, come on, little pirates. Cuarto. Is 1/4, right? And then we have repite, cuatro. Cuatro. Repite, cuarto. Cuatro. Cuarto. Cuatro. Cuatro is the number 4. Now, this isn't that weird in time, because if you accidentally say the wrong one, you say 4:04 instead of 4:15, yes? Where it gets awkward is in the family unit. I'll ask you guys, ¿cuántos hermanos tienes? How many siblings do you have? And people will inevitably say, yo tengo cuarto hermanos. What did they just tell me? I have 1/4 of a sibling. I have 1/4 of a sibling.
They just cut off their arm.
Yeah, exactly. I have an arm and a leg. That's it. Kind of weird, kids. So, we have repite, cuarto. Cuatro. Now, will they eventually get it based on context? Yeah, they're going to kind of take a wild guess that you mixed up the letters, but let's try to avoid that. So, I want to do a couple examples, because I told you you can never ever say 15 or 30. Now, does that mean you might hear it on the street? Yeah, but do we use proper English all the time? Not even close, okay? So let's do a couple examples. I want you to see in your notes, I would like you to tell me it is 7:15. It is 7:15. So start with rule number 1. When you tell me it is 7:15, when you tell me it is, actually wait just a second. When you tell me it is 7:15, look at 7. Is that singular or plural? Okay, hold up 7 fingers if you don't know. Is 7 singular or plural? Plural. There's more than one. So are you going to start with es la or son las? Okay, so let's write that down. Son las. Okay, ¿cómo se dice 7? Like this, Ramon?
No.
What does this say?
Seite.
Seite. Don't tell me seite. You want, repite, siete. Son las. Siete. They are 7 hours that have passed. Okay? 7 hours have passed. And, how do I say and? E. How do I say and a quarter of an hour? Cuarto. Okay, are we getting it a little bit?
Yes.
Okay, try this one. 12:30. I want you to tell me it is 12:30. Are you allowed to say 30?
No.
No, you can never say 30 right now for the intents and purposes of this class. 12:30. This was kind of an evil one, wasn't it? All right, who's a brave soul? Dime.
What was it, PM or AM?
Ooh, PM or AM. We haven't got there yet, but we're going there right in just a moment. So for right now, you don't need to say either one. So Josh, what would you like me to start with? If it's 12:30, is 12 singular or plural?
Singular.
Wait, 12. Plural. So, because noon is singular. I see where you're going. That's totally right. Okay? But again, you guys just told me a few minutes ago that we're never going to say noon 30. So don't tell me it's noon 30. So is 12 singular or plural? Plural. And so what would you like to start with?
That should be media.
Okay, it should be media. That's totally correct. How would you like to start your sentence? Dime, Felicia. Good girl. Son las. It is. Son las. ¿Cómo se dice 12? 12. Ramon. Stop ligando. And move if you can't sit right there. Son las 12. It is 12 o'clock and. How do I say and? Y media. Son las 12:30. ¿Todo bien? Are you there? Okay, now I'm really going to blow your mind. Oh, no. You can nunca say a number that is higher than 30. No number's higher than 30. If you have a number that is higher than 30, you're going to go to the next hour and subtract. Oh, yeah. Here comes your math skills. Okay, never, ever, ever are you going to say a number higher than 30. You're going to go to the next hour and subtract. All right? I want you to tell me it is 5:40. 5:40. It is 5:40. A ver, Wyatt. Is 5 singular or plural? It is plural. Muy bien. It's plural. Perfect. So are you going to start with es la or son las? Son las. Muy bien, Wyatt. Son las. Son las. Now, are you allowed to say 40? Nope. So you have to go to the next hour. What's the next hour? 6. So how do you say 6? Seis or seis? Seis. Repite. I. Son las 6. Now, you don't want to say it is 6 and, you want to say 6 minus. How do you say minus? Menos? Menos. Muy bien. Son las 6 menos. You saw these with your math problems, right? Son las 6 menos. You have to take away how many minutes?
20.
20. ¿Cómo se dice 20? 20. 20. Repite, 20. 20. Repite, son las 6. Menos 20. In English,
It is 6 minus. They are
6 minus 20 or 20 minutes to 6. 20 to 6, right? Okay? Are we okay? All right, now I'm really going to rock your world. Boys?
great.
125. Oh, wait, no, let's do 145. Excuse me. 145. Are you allowed to say 45?
No.
No. It's higher than 30, so you have to go to the next hour. Kara, please calm down. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but let's give everybody a think moment here. Okay, 1 is 1 singular or plural? Singular. So normally in the 1 o'clock hour, how do we start? Es-la. But are we going to start in the 1 o'clock hour? No, you have to go to the 2 o'clock hour. So how are you going to start this? You're going to start with son las. And what's the next hour? Dos. Now what? Menos what? Menos cuarto. Because can you say quince? No, nunca.
God, I forgot.
And did you write down cuarto or did you write down cuatro? Cuarto. Pirates show up at a quarter after or quarter till. Okay? It's silly, but it'll work. Okay? Son las dos menos cuarto. ¿Todo bien? Okay? So, when I tell you that we're going out at 1:45, in English, what are you going to guess? We're going out at 1:45? In the afternoon. How often do you guys go out at 1:45 in the morning?
All the time.
Now, let me tell you this. In Spain, there could be some serious confusion. Okay? When I first moved to Spain, here we were, all of us in our coolness, right? And we moved to Spain. We thought we were so cool at 20, and we were going to go out to the clubs. And we're like, ooh, this is so cool, right? Okay, because here we are, a bunch of 20-year-olds. You know, we weren't old enough to go here. Okay? So the first night, we get all dolled up, and we go out at 10 o'clock. Okay? Everyone's eating dinner. The clubs aren't even open yet. Okay? Not even open. Literally, everybody's running around the plaza and eating their dinner outside and going for their walks. Okay? So night 2 comes, and we're like, now we got it. We're going to be really cool. So we go out at midnight. Okay? How do you say midnight? La medianoche. Vamos a la medianoche. A la medianoche. We go out at midnight. Okay? Now we're really cool. We go out to the discotheques, and do you know who we see? People? No, gosh, no. We see people our parents' age. All of the old people. When I say old people, it's like all the 40 and 50-year-olds are out. Yeah, all the grandma and grandpas. They take their little lady dancing. It's the cutest thing you've ever seen. Okay? So here we all were out with all the old people. So then the third night, we talked to some other young college kids and finally figured out the discos don't open till las dos.
Oh my gosh, that is
Las dos or las tres. Okay, so you don't even make it out until las dos or las tres de la mañana. So in Spain, it would be very important to be able to say in the morning or at night, right? So let's talk about that. We have, repite, de. La mañana. De la mañana. De la mañana. ¿Qué significa de la mañana?
of the tomorrow?
In the morning. So guess what? Mañana has 2 different meanings. It could be tomorrow or it could be morning. How are you going to say in the afternoon, do you think? Not tardes, but de la tarde. Okay? Because there's just one. De la tarde. Okay, based on this pattern, how are you going to say at night? De la noche. De la noche. Muy bien. It does remind you of nachos. You eat your nachos at noche. At night. Right? Okay. De la noche. Now, I want to make sure and tell you, you're going to see de la mañana, de la tarde, and de la noche when it's a specific time. It is 2 o'clock de la tarde. Son las dos de la tarde. Son las 3 de la mañana. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay? You're going to use day whenever it's a specific time. A specific time. Okay? Now, do you always know a specific time that you're doing things? What time are you going to do your homework tonight?
About 6.
About 6. Okay? At midnight, right? Okay, but you're not going to sit down at 12:01 a.m. and do your homework, right? You're going to do your homework, señorita, sometime at night. You eat breakfast sometime during the morning. Okay? You eat lunch in the afternoon. Whenever you see, repite, por la mañana. That was kind of lame. Por la mañana. Por la tarde. Mañana. Por la tarde. Or por la noche. This is when your time is not very specific. Okay? So I just want you to be aware of it. If you see por in your book, it doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means you don't have a very specific time. Okay? Now, if I tell you, yo llego, I arrive a las 8 en punto. En punto. Not 8:01, not 7:59. I arrive a las 8 en punto. What does en punto mean?
On the dot. Sure.
Sharp or on the dot, okay? So that would be a great vocab word to write down. En punto. En punto is on the dot. Okay? Now, I do not arrive a las 8 en punto. Casi nunca jamás. Porque no puedo despertarme. Because I cannot wake up to save my life, right? Okay. So I arrive, yo llego, a eso de las 8. A eso de las 8. A las 8 más o menos. What does a eso de mean? Mademoiselle, stop doing that. Uh-huh. A eso de. What does a eso de mean? Yeah. Around, about, at approximately. A eso de, and then a time is around or approximately at a certain time. See? Todo bien? Really?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. You guys are like, yeah, we got it. Okay, let's see if you got it. Let's see here. All right. So let's do a couple examples while we have time. Your deberes tonight, don't forget, is CP7. So make sure you do those. It's working with time. Okay? All right. How about it is 3:10. It is 3:10. Write it down. 3:10. Do it in your notes. It is 3:10. And is it going to be 3:10 in the afternoon or in the morning? Afternoon? Okay, 3:10 p.m. It is 3:10 p.m. It is 3:10 p.m. Go ahead and write it down. Okay, señorita. Dime. ¿Qué tienes? Sí, tú. She's like, oh, no. Okay, so you're sitting there. You're totally panicked and you have no idea what to write down. Ask yourself first, is 3 o'clock singular or plural?
Plural.
Plural. It's plural. So now, mademoiselle, are you going to start with es la or son las?
Son las.
Woo! Son las. ¿Cómo se dice 3? Tres. It is 3 o'clock and 10 minutes. How do you say and 10 minutes? Y. Diez or diez?
Diez.
Diez.
Is that really how they say it?
Yep. Son las 3:10.
It is 3 and 10.
It is 3 hours and 10 minutes. It's kind of like an abacus. Or an abacus. Thank you. I'm losing my speech. Okay. Yeah, let's find out. We're going to just really thoroughly rock your brains. Okay. So how do I say, at what time is the party? No, let's do, at what time is the class? At what time is the hour? The class. A, que, hora, es, la clase. ¿A qué hora hora es la clase? ¿A qué hora es la clase? At what time is the class? Now, remember I told you that if all else fails, what do? You regurgitate the question. Exactly. You regurgitate the question. Watch this. At what hour is the class? The class is at, and now all you have to do is fill in the time. And you will get half credit. Even if you just correctly regurgitate that much of it, I would totally give you half credit. Because you figured out how to structure your sentence. That's exciting. Yeah.
Learning.
So, it is. It's learning. It's a process. So, Fuentes, at what hour is the class? How are you going to start your answer? La, the, class. How do you say class?
Oh, class A.
Class A is
S.
S.
Your name is
How do you
not
say
Chris.
at, Mr. Fuentes?
At.
At. How do you say at? It is at. And what would your answer be?
Can I say anytime?
No, what time does this class start? A las
1:55.
So how do you say 1:55?
Dos menos cinco.
Muy bien. S-A. Now,
She's cool.
check this out, chicos. You have to have the definite article still. Las, dos, menos, cinco. Now, why did you use las instead of la? Why did you use las instead of la? Serenity?
This is plural.
What's plural?
The time.
The time, 2 hours. Why did you use S, though? You didn't use son. It's 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock and you didn't use son. Why?
It is.
Why? Dime.
This is only one class.
Ah. How many classes are we talking about? One. Do you see that? Because that's a dangerous thing. Okay? How about it is 3:35. Oh, we just did a 3. How about 6:35 a.m.? It is 6:35 a.m. How would you say that? Kayla, I'm coming to you. Yeah. Whoop, whoop. Say, I love Spanish grammar. Ooh, we got one person who is enthusiastic.
I'm just tired.
¿Estás muy cansada? All right. Miss Kayla, what do you think? It is 6:35. So step number 1 is singular or plural. So how would you like to start your sentence? Good girl. Son las. You're rocking it. Son las. Son las. ¿Cómo se dice? Can I say 6:35? Can I say 35?
No.
Nope, it's a number that's higher than 30. See rule number 5. So you have to go to the next hour. What's the next hour?
7.
7 and subtract. So, Mr. Charles, I haven't heard your voice today. What do you
What's
think?
up, guys? I just have a quick special announcement.
Awesome.
Everyone
Okay,
can go
adios.
on
Have a good night.
Tonight when they get home
Try to cut it off.
and go to
Okay.
the